Hello, happy day. Okay, today we're going to talk about reaction diagrams. And I want to make sure that we're doing all right. So I want you to turn to page 6, not 3, 6. And we did this on Monday, December 21st. But I've had some requests to kind of go back. So on the next slide, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the link right here. And you're going to watch this video, and as you watch this video, you're going to fill out the numbers 1, A through F, as well as number 2, and you're also going to label the graph on page 6. And then when you come back, we are going to, I'm just going to add a few things for us to discuss on this paper. Okay, welcome back from the video. I hope that was helpful. Just a couple of things I want you to add. And if you need more information, you can always go to the December 21st lecture on Canvas. But one thing, this is activation energy, and one thing I want you to add here is that in order to find the value of an activation energy, you take the highest point on the graph and you subtract it from the starting point, which is where the reactants are on the graph. Okay. So for example, if we're doing this graph down here, let's say I draw a little graph, boop, 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 okay? And let's say that right here, this is like, let's say this is 10, let's say this is 20 kilojoules, 30, 40, we'll say that this one's at 40, okay? And we'll say, boop, 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 this one's like at 60, okay? So if we're trying to find the activation energy, which in this case is the starting point, which is right here, up to the highest point, this is our activation energy, then that value would be, the highest point is 60, and I'm going to subtract that from where we started, which is where the reactants are at 20, so I have an activation energy of 40 kilojoules. Okay, just to make sure that you're okay with that. Then the delta H on here is going to be products minus reactants. And you always have to do it in this order. And so on this example, what we're doing here is we're looking at the products. This is where the products ended. If we kind of go over, we see that it ends at 40. We're going to subtract that from where we started. This is the reactants, that's the products, at 20. And so we're going to get 20 kilojoules as our delta H. And this is nice because remember, if your delta H is positive, it means that you have an endothermic reaction. If your delta H is negative, it means you have an exothermic reaction. And other ways that you can tell this is endothermic is because you have an increase. You have kind of where this arrow is going. You can kind of tell it's going up, which means you're absorbing heat.